So since I said it's gonna be like 15 or 20 minutes until we are at the house, 6 minutes have passed. So yeah, I wasn't yeah, I wasn't giving you the wrong numbers, but I'm just very tired, just to tell you. And I'm thirsty, and I gotta go to the toilet. I need a toilet, as would be correct. Yes, I bought the cushion because I want to sleep with my head up like this. If I'm not, I create some extra wrinkles around my eyes. And also, I kind of, yeah, I need some kind of a good pillow. And now I got one. It's like, I'm moving. And still I'm buying a lot of food now. This month, the food will be sufficient for at least 3 months, because just a handful of nuts are needed a day, you know, because they are kind of high in nutritional density, I figured, and that's why I bought them. And also all of them got something special, like it'll be this or that, so it's like really nice having all of them. And also now eat the zucchini with all the herbs, and the cucumbers I ordered with all the herbs, because I just got the best herbs. And also now I gotta tell you, when I talk like this to the woman down there in the valley, she goes like, "Ma," you know, she always is like, "Ah, you're not as good as you say. Ah, I don't like you to be so perfect in all you do. Ah, you're wrong with what you're saying." She's really like this, which is dead annoying. Yeah. It's good I figured out about her now, so I'm not gonna lose some more lifetime. You know, I need a break because my mouth is so dry. I tell you, I'm thirsty, I am. Yes, and I didn't have any other sweets and no more coffee and stuff. I just had that one. The stuffs that I have been telling you about. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm thinking about not destroying the friendship with that woman and now turn into payback mode. So when she goes telling me something, I go like, "You're so wrong about what you're talking about. I don't think you have understood the facts. You're really not treating people nicely. Why don't you talk about yourself then? I'm so bored hearing about all these other people." Really telling her what annoys me and not being as open-hearted, open-minded and honest to her as I'm naturally towards anybody. So if someone ruins it with me, I go, you know, with a scissor, I figuratively cut the bonds, and I'm just not that interested anymore. Even yesterday when she talked to me on the phone, I was drawing all the time, impatiently waiting for her to end that litany about people doing wrong and blah and blah, because it's no recent doings. Then the storm started and I went like goodbye. So here it was, I found my little cat. I'm still crying about that cat, you know. I have this picture where I see the cat with the broken kidneys and, you know, the eyes get so sad. When you know a cat with healthy looking eyes, open and shiny, and then you got the cat that has kidney failure, the eyes will be sunken in and it will just look like a real old cat, like a real old human, you know, would also kind of crumble in this sort of way. And its mouth, it was so thin right down there. Oh, you know, and then it comes to my mind how weak that cat was walking. And I only found out about the kidney failure because I was investigating. And then I passed by a video about starving to death, and then I learned that even humans got kidneys that can get rotten with not drinking for a few days. So because that cat had stomatitis, that virus, and was gone for 10 days, that's what happened to him. He wasn't properly drinking. He broke his kidneys. You know, friend has gone. He broke his kidneys. I could have done anything. It would not get good anymore. So he was a dying cat and he went again. And he was then gone for like 3.5 days or something. And when he came back, I even let him go for another day. He slept outside and I saw him from far away drinking. And I thought, yeah, he's coming back. And then there were some real hot sunny days and we were outside and, you know, he was getting thinner and thinner. And his paws, I was holding them as I used to and like put my thumb onto his paws as I used to. And he was such a small and, you know, thin and when he, you know, when he kind of shit and he was dirty, I was washing him. And when he was peeing, even when he was coming to me, I was always removing the things that he had made dirty. Not outside as much. During that day, he was allowed to pee where he was lying. I wasn't seeing it too much, but I was cleaning too much. I could have just taken care of him and loving him and giving him love instead of wanting him to live. He cannot live with a broken kidneys. Yeah, and he's gone, you know. Oh. This all reminds me. And when I look at that very picture, I took it from a video. I made like a 3-second video, maybe 30, 20 something second video at home in the morning after he had been gone for 10 days. And he was so weak. He was walking into the hallway and I went like, oh, Mika, can somebody help me? I'm all alone with this. I have no idea what to do. I want him to live. He wasn't eating. He was looking at that can of food as if though, you know, whereas he always was so eager to eat and he loved it when I opened the can of food. 10 days ago, he was having a little dance when I offered him the can. He loved so much. And then he went like, not eating it. He did a little dance. He started eating and he stopped. Can you feel the devastation I went through? You know, when things get out of control and you have no way to fix it. And then I had to force feed him. And I had this picture. He was in my room after those 10 days. And then he was there. I came to him. I said, now we eat a little bit. And then I was force feeding him. And then he was just freezing, looking at me, not swallowing, having all his mouth full of this stuff, having it all over him. After that, there were those sunny days where I was force feeding him much nicer, because then I knew how to do it. I wasn't knowing how to do it. I was so full of adrenaline, just in action mode. I wasn't able to think properly. That's what happens when you get into this adrenaline rush and you just need to save a life. And I wasn't able to do it, and I felt it throughout the whole ordeal. I wasn't certain, but I felt that there is something going terribly wrong. Yeah, and I was alone. The afternoon and night, it was the evening when he died, I went like, muesli, eat, like this outside of my house. And no one was coming to me. Do you need some help? There is a hospital nearby. There were helicopters coming and going. And they even gave me syringes to force feed him. But they weren't going, do you need some advice? Because these are wild cats and they know about that as well. Yeah. So this is how I lost that boo-boo. I'm not loving this whole thing. I would love to have him back and to watch him have a nice life and to hold him and to feed him and having see some offspring and him. Yeah. Now I know it's that fucking kidney failure. Because he ran off after the vet. There was a dog. This fucking woman with her dog. Because of her, he was gone for 10 days. When I see her, I will tell her, you forced my cat to run off. Because he was even starting to bite me, whereas he would never do so. He wanted to get away from the dog. And I told her, please, it's a wild cat, not at all a friend or accustomed to dogs. And then she left the cable car before me. So my cat was sniffing out the dog and he wanted to leave. After that, he was gone for 10 days. And then he got the stomatitis from the vet. Why do that cat and me have to be separated like this? Huh? Why is this necessary? Why is that vet where his assistant puts her hand onto my cat with all that viruses? Why, without gloves and stuff? And I tell him it's a wild cat. It got no vaccinations, nothing. And why is that woman not listening? It's just a heartless world. That's why. If people would care, they would think along. If I see someone stumble, I help that person to get up again. If someone's hungry, I offer some food. Along these lines, but they don't do so. Well, goodbye.